Hello everyone watching DABA TV today. Welcome to Business Leader of the Week with your host Chris Ani. And I'm sure you enjoyed last week's session we had with Zinizulu of 234 Finance. And today we have another wonderful edition that will take you deep dive into e-commerce, tech, and of course funding in Africa. My name is Chris Ani and we'll be right back. Let's go for this short break. Welcome back. On today's edition, we have Mr. Temitope. He is an industry player, one of the players in the tech industry in Africa. And you want to know who Mr. Temitope is. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
And good to have you.
Thank you for having me anyway.
Okay, so who is Mr. Temitope?
Interesting question. I would say Tope is someone who is always searching for a challenge, someone who wants to deliver and grow, someone who is always constantly learning, someone who pushes the boundary of what I feel is imaginable. I think for me, challenges are what I really like. The harder they are, the better I set to conquer them. And so I try to learn as much as possible. Also, I would say I'm someone that just keeps searching for the next best or biggest thing to happen. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the current platforms you are in? I learned you're in Printivo, you're in Growth Equity, and all that. Tell us about that. Printivo first.
So yeah, I'm currently CEO of Printivo. And what Printivo exactly is a platform that allows you to print. So think about it as an e-commerce for printing, and also a marketplace that connects creators to printing solutions. So what do we mean is that we've created an easy platform for you to order for printing, and in a few days you get it. So if you need t-shirts, flyers, roll-up banners, hoodies, anything, think about any printing use you would need for office, drinkware, water bottles, mugs, and in just few days you get it in your office or house across Nigeria.
Wow.
Secondly, we provide a marketplace whereby you can make money. So if you're a creator or a digital artist, you can set up a store, put up your designs and promote it to your fans and loved ones. And if they buy those prints with your designs, we give you a royalty.
So they do this on the Printivo website?
On the Printivo website.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So tell us more about Get Equity. I know you work with, you do something there with Growth Equity too. So tell us about Growth Equity.
It's Get Equity.
Get Equity. Yes. Oh, sorry. Get
No
Equity.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new company we just begun. Barely 3 months old, but
wow.
We
and the name has gone this far.
Sorry?
And the name has gone this far. 3 months old.
We looked at the funding opportunities and gaps of funding technology companies, especially around the very beginner stage, people who are just starting out, but then have amazing, lovely ideas who need capital to grow. And so we thought about creating a platform or a marketplace that matches, on the other side, investors looking for strong opportunities to invest and support. And so how do we marry both together? And so we decided to create a private placement platform, right? So it's a private marketplace of investors who fund companies. And these companies then go on to become, big. And the hope is that as they get bigger, the investors are rewarded for their early investments. So yeah, we have a lot of opportunities there. Many businesses are thankfully closing their rounds, but of course it's still early stages. But on the other side, we've given an infrastructure to allow fundraising happen. So people who want to raise funds can use what we call our deal room. It's a private infrastructure that gives them all the features and tools necessary for them to be able to raise
money
and create syndicates, which are groups of investment or angel investors, right, who can pool funds together in a very easy manner and invest in companies.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. And so that's essentially what Get Equity is allowing it to be doing.
So, when you were talking, you talked about Printivo as an e-commerce platform. So I want to ask, so with your experience in the e-commerce business in Nigeria, someone wants to get into e-commerce in Nigeria. What do you think the person should be doing to break into the e-commerce market in Nigeria?
All right. So it's it's a very interesting question because you need to define to what niche you are playing. There's the different ways and a lot of things in e-commerce that is, I would say, is not being met. So depending on if you were running an e-commerce company, you can do horizontal, which is all the different products, or a specific vertical, or you niche. So when you say vertical, it means that if, for example, it's baby foods that you want to go into, then you go into baby foods only, right? Or baby clothes. And then if you are niched, it means that if in that baby clothes, you're only doing red baby clothes. And that is what they know you for as e-commerce. But if you are horizontal, it means you do across multiple product categories, from electronics to home decor to furniture and all. And if you're going that way, you know you need funds because you need to be able to have each of these categories fulfilled that matches your consumers' need. And e-commerce is about marketing, right? You need to have volumes. Volumes are what gives you revenue. If you don't have volumes, you won't have revenue. And again, is solid supply chain. I think it's even one of those most important holy book things that you need to understand. Your supply chain in terms of procurement, in terms of fulfillment, in terms of quality assurance, in terms of product sorting, assortment, categorization, inventory control.
Wow.
You need to have that solid. And you also need to have technology because people want to be able to easily navigate, find what they are looking for, find it at the right price, and grow. And then strong on financials, right? Understanding how your finance works.
This is a full e-commerce class.
Your supply chain, your FX, what happens, how if you're buying stuff from China, the price is $2 today, tomorrow it becomes $10. You're already $8 loss.
Loss, yes.
And the customer wants it at $4. That means you still be definitely running at a loss. But you have to find a time to break even. So your financial planning and your financial system has to be very agile. To be reacting to changes in how you buy, how you sell. And so think about it, operations, finance, sourcing, inventory,
to become
marketing.
Someone doing good in the e-commerce
Those are the
industry.
things you need to have a solid e-commerce place. And then your strategy, of course, is important. It guides the overall guidance of how your business moves. So ideally, all these things come together to form a good e-commerce platform.
Oh, thank you. Well, that was powerful. We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back. Don't leave this session. I hope you're also sharing this video with your friends. Share the link. And so far, with what Mr. Temitope has been sharing, I'd like you to put it on the comment section. What have you been learning? You just mentioned just the short masterclass on what you need to get started with in e-commerce. Then look at the company, okay, Get Equity, what it's doing. Let me know in the comment section. And remember, I'm going to pick winners that will be announced next week. We'll go on a short break. Okay, so welcome back. Before we went on a short break, Mr. Temitope just had to break down what you need to be successful in the e-commerce industry. Okay, he talked about FX, talked about your supply chain, and a lot more. And I would like to ask, how do you combine your role as the CEO of Printivo and the guy who is the growth hacker at Get Equity?
Oh, well, A lot of people have been asking me this question. Like,
And I'm again.
I get it every single day. It's me multitasking. I would say I do that. And I don't want to give away because I'm doing other things, but anyway. I like to multitask a lot. So I think one of the major things is beyond myself, you have solid teams, right? And so when you have solid teams, there's a lot that they can help you do. And so it's not just Tokbe alone, it's a team that is dedicated. On a second fact, human beings are interesting. I mean, we don't know what we can do until we do it.
True.
And so I put it as a personal challenge and to let people know that I can do this, and not just me, because I know others are doing it. When you compare the famous guys, some of them are running 16.
True.
Right?
True.
I won't name names, but you know who they are. Like, and I'm just on 2 businesses. But yeah, it's of course very stressful. I won't lie. It is, but I know that I am very capable of doing that, and my clear strategies on how I can run both of them successful is what I'm doing. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So your journey building Printivo Get Equity, what has been the most challenging part in terms of research, fundraising, marketing, partnership, challenges, and branding? What would you put as your most challenging part in building these 2 companies?
Wow. So running a business, there's no single one that is not too challenging. All are challenging in equal measures, because first and foremost, you have that, will this idea work? Will it not work? So you are always self-doubting, anxious about to launch a business, and you have all the nice ideas. You've written all your business strategies. You've done your business model canvas, all that, and written everything across, and then you launch, and then nothing works. That's the time what your app just sees it. There's a bug there. Customers are complaining, and everything just goes to hell. Like,
yes.
So essentially, what I've just noticed is that the challenges always come. It's how you prepare to solve them.
Handle it.
But of course, one of the major things of any business owner is fundraising, right? You need funds to execute on all your ideas, your strategies, and plans. And your funding will only come or happen if there is growth. Growth is the key thing that
Attracts
anybody wants, that drives and attracts anyone. And it's in life, right? If you don't get a result, or you don't grow, or you don't see something that's improving, no one is going to be attracted to it. So I understand where sometimes it's been a challenge. Second challenge is on the idea itself. Most times when people come up with ideas, there's no deep thinking. It's just on the fly. Oh, I want to do this thing. And sometimes it's always good to take a little bit step back and say, how do I really enter this market? Or what are the best options I can try? What is the alternatives
Deep thinking.
that I can be thinking about? What could go wrong if I don't, right? And go and do it afraid. So even as at this time, I still do and launch products with fear in my heart. And so it's still do it afraid. Don't think that everyone that is there don't make mistakes. We definitely do make mistakes. So it's about also seeing the red tape. Fundraising is the challenge. Running a business here in Nigeria is a constant battle of decisions. You have decisions you need to make, and you don't have the answers, but you have to make those decisions now.
And move.
And bear the cross when it happens, whether good or bad.
Thank you so much for that. I want us to go into the tech space and funding in Africa, okay? And I have this. As a player in the tech industry, okay, how can a startup connect with angel investors and gain access to funding? I know we have Get Equity, but I want us to still go.
To be very honest, it's 2 things, right? If you're going to speak to any potential investor, you have to have something to show them, a product, working prototype. that is not just working, has interest of customers.
Mm.
Oh, I'm building XYZ platform to change XYZ and A. Do you have consumers who would be willing to open
Their pockets.
wallet to pay? Because if you cannot do that, how are you going to convince me to put money in your business? Right?
True.
It's a very basic thing. Until you get someone willing to put out, even if it's 10 naira, right, to validate your idea, then you have not started building a business. Because when they start funding it, when they start paying for it, that's when they start telling you the loopholes. And if you truly meet a need in the market, that's second. Again, most people need to understand that it's a network and it's hard.
A network, very important.
You just, because by the way, the people who have this money might not be within your network or rich. You just can't just knock on someone's door and say, oh, give me
money.
1 million. I mean, imagine someone knocks on your door, like you're in your house sleeping, early in the morning, someone bangs on your door and say, give me 1 million. You think he's a mad person. Sorry, right?
You call police.
And that is the psychology most times of how we approach people. You are approaching an investor, and that's the approach you take. That's boom, 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 boom. You need to first to get to know someone.
Yes.
Get to understand what they like. Get to just know the person, rapport with the person, so that by the time you're like, oh, I have this idea that I first need you to just help take a second eye on. It's a much smarter and smoother experience.
Build your network.
You first had a rapport with the person, and then you are speaking to the person. But I recognize it's not easy to reach out and even start that rapport in the first place. So it's always good to, again, network, right? Start speaking to others who might have started their business to do what we call an intro. Introduce me to this person such that I can reach out, or if I'm building a solution that this person likes. And the third most important thing again is investor misfits. You're starting an agricultural business and you're going to meet a person who invests naturally in software as a service businesses. It's total
investor misfit.
Right?
We're not thinking the same thing. We're not in the same
I'm thinking SaaS, you are thinking agro. We are not in the same wavelength. And that's why when you pitch finish, you're like, nice idea, but nothing. But then if you are speaking to someone who invests in agri businesses and has been doing that, he will easily pick up and know if your model is interesting, and he'll be excited to say, okay, let's explore. But that's something I also noticed. Then fourth is preparation, right? You said you're starting a business and a company, and if you don't prepare, it's to prepare like you have started a business. Everything will be asked of you. Yes, the most common thing is, of course, your data room, which contains everything about your company. And you need to be able to be prepared to show all the documentations that show that you are ready to start a business. Because, again, when you take venture capital firm money or VC money or angel money, be prepared for growth. It means that you're not taking the money to go and sit down and sleep. You're taking the money to run.
To go and walk.
And run fast. So the expectations of maybe if you take a loan, you take a loan and maybe quietly do it until you can pay back the loan and all. But when you take VC money, it's all about growth. They're expecting that you go from 0 to 100 in months.
Wow.
They're expecting you to grow, because that's actually how you attract other people. That's actually how you yourself improve your business and catch up to the market leaders in the place. It's just like you started a race late and they handed you the baton and you are running. You need to run twice as fast to catch up to the people in the front pole, so that either you win the market or not. So it's a mental strength. It's something you need to prepare for. It's something you need to know if it's right for you. It's something to know the right players.
The right players.
A lot of research. But yeah, it's not easy. So I won't lie to you. Even most experienced people still find it hard raising funds.
Wow.
And essentially, it is why we set up this platform to kind of ease in the burden. It's still a whole lot. There's so much we can, there's so much Get Equity itself can do. because it's an entire ecosystem problem that is not just Nigerian alone. It's a global problem. And so, but then within Africa, it's even much harsher because you have nice ideas, but sometimes people might not see that. And not enough patient capital. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we need more patient capital that can allow some entrepreneurs bring to life their innovations, but not enough. And you don't blame them, because the people who invest in you also have people they report to who want things done fast. So, yeah.
Wow. I love that part of investor misfit. Don't go and meet an investor who likes agriculture and you're pitching SaaS, or you're doing it the other way. You're pitching SaaS to somebody who wants to just invest in agriculture. Okay, so keep writing the lessons you're learning, because I know we are going to ask. Of course, you know, I will pick winners next week. It's been an exciting time on Business Leader of the Week. We still have a few questions to ask Mr. Temitope, but for me, this has been like a masterclass for me. I've been learning how to approach angel investors, how to approach investors, what to do. Make sure you have all your data at the back. We've learned from capital raising to e-commerce. We'll be back. Let's go for this short break. A lot of people are seeing the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot skyrocketing. And they're asking, how do I make money from this cryptocurrency space? Well, if you want to make money in crypto, I have two answers for you. Number one, get the knowledge. Number two, join a progressive and updated community. With these tools, you will be able to get all the updates and know how to profit from the cryptocurrency market. From the month of July, August 2020, in my community, we began to talk about projects like Polkadot, KSM, and down the lane, even till October, we began to talk about Pulse. In short, I called Pulse when the price was just 0.26. In short, that was the first time I started buying Pulse. We started buying dots from the $4 to $5 region. In the month of February, at the date of doing this video, the price of Pulse has gone to $5. The price of Polkadot dot itself has gone to almost $30. And that's how the cryptocurrency market has been giving us money for those who are in our trading group. My name is Chris Annie. I'm the founder of DABA.school. In short, the numerous calls and the signals we've given in my community has made people to buy cars, landed properties, some have built houses. People who had almost nothing coming in and doing something amazing in the past 1 year. And that's the reason why I'm also doing this video. In short, in the cryptocurrency industry in Africa, people call me Oracle of Omaha, because what Warren Buffett does for stock traders is what I also do for traders and investors who want to make money and grow wealth in this market. How will you become a part of this signal room? Very simple. All you just have to do is go to www.daba.school, or you download the DABA app on Play Store or iOS and get this course, Trade and Make Money course. Sure, it's a course by me. I've been teaching cryptocurrency since 2016. I bought my first Bitcoin at $600. I bought my first Ethereum at $10 till the $30 level. And I can show you how to make wealth in this cryptocurrency market. What are you waiting for? Click the link below, get the Trade and Make Money course, and it gives you instant access to my private signal room. You want community updates? You want regular up-to-date industry news, industry activity. In short, when Bitcoin was still around the $30,000 level, I updated in my group that with what is going on based on fundamentals analysis, on-chain analysis, and technical analysis, the price of Bitcoin is going to 50 to 53,000 level. And people are like, what? And today, we can all see where the price of Bitcoin has gone. You want to be part of this industry? Click the link below and let's make money together. Chris Annie right here, DABA.school, all you need for financial freedom and wealth creation. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to Business Leader of the Week. Temitope, the CEO of Printivo and the growth hacker at Get Equity, is our business leader of the week. Of course, we've been sharing a lot from tech, e-commerce, funding, and the challenges. Of course, I'm sure you're learning a lot. And I'd like us to, let's go to the next one. If you have the opportunity to address 2 million youths in Africa and on the future of business on the internet and on tech, what will you tell them in 2 minutes?
All right. If you're out there listening, it's about two things. It's one, I would advise you to move to tech, right? Technology is the future, but not just technology. Finding opportunities in technology where you can learn. Two, DeFi, decentralized finance, is changing the entire world globally. And everyone is moving to decentralized finance. And I say, wherever the world is moving, you should follow the world. Three, also look out at learning useful skills that people need, right? A lot of technology startups are growing. But of course, like every young business, they need skilled people in either non-skilled areas like marketing, sales, right? Growth, product development, product design, user experience, user interface, things like data science, right? Programming. You can write front-end, back-end, full-stack development, mobile app development. So I can go on and on, right? A lot of these technology skills are what you will need to tomorrow. The world is moving there, you move with it. So if you're listening on it, there are a lot of interesting products and schools that are out there that could help you, right? DABA has a school, there's Alt School, there is Udemy, there is CXL. Many of all these things offer programs that you can learn at your pace, at your time. And rather than, you know, check, I mean, for being here, of course, it's the right step, but most times, stop drowning yourself with Snapchat and the rest, right? If you're on YouTube, just try and learn a skill. Even on YouTube, there are free skills. Just watch as many videos as you can and apply them, right? Apply whatever you learn on a day-by-day basis. You don't go from 0 to 100 in a night. It is constant application of what you learn. Over and over, become experienced. And then you might take your third time to earn what you should be earning. So of course, when you start out, you might not be earning what you're earning, but then when you keep growing in 3x, 2x times, you will see yourself leapfrog, because that is exactly what technology does. It helps you leapfrog from 0 to 100, but it takes gradual time. That's it for me.
Wow, that's a wonderful one. Take your time, get into DeFi, get into tech. Tech is, like they used to say, I mean, for me, it's even more than the new oil. It's what's powering the world today. And we'd like to go into our bonus question session. I'm sure maybe. And this one, I will just ask you, you will just answer straight. There's no time to do, so anything I say, you just provide an answer to it straight up. So it's like a hot seat on its own too. Okay, so first one, which is your favorite tech guy in the African tech industry?
I don't know. You asked me, right? But seriously, GB.
Oh, Flutterwave.
GB or Flutterwave is my guy.
It's the guy, okay? Okay, so number 2, favorite billionaire in the world?
Oh, Elon.
Oh, straight. Okay. 3, clubbing or PS5?
PS5. I need that.
Okay. Okay. So when you hear money, what comes to your mind?
How do I make 4x of it?
Jeez, interesting. Number 5, what is good enough money for you right now, and what should you do in business if you have access to it?
Good enough money. Should I call the figure?
Call the figure.
All right, so something that about the sound of $1 billion. I don't know. But sorry. But like that always has been in my head, right? And I don't know for what reason. It's not like I have it, but it would be something to have.
That would be nice.
And if I do have it, I think there's 3 things I'm going to focus on.
Tell us.
Going to be seriously on education.
Wow.
Right? Deeply teaching people and raising the next level of new business leaders, right? Investing in new companies. I will know that at least 60% of that amount will go straight into investing in companies. And the third is going to be around crazy ideas I have in my head that I want to experiment with. I have a very interesting goal of creating a new city. Yeah. So
the money coming already
needs crazy money, right?
It needs crazy money. Yes. Well, it's been an exciting time with you. For me, I even want to go on and on asking, but I think I just have to stop here. One of the things I love about you is the fact that you are this guy who wants to look at the next tech company and putting your validation there, putting your money there, okay, and the idea you have concerning, and that's for me, it's I think one thing that's connected me with you, because I see the kind of tweets you put out there. You want the ecosystem to grow. You want new businesses, new founders. You want them to have access to capital. You want to see them thrive and succeed. And I know I may not be in your bank, but I know that you've scattered money in different tech ecosystem. When it's time for DABA and all that, we'll talk. We'll talk so that we can do it together. Okay, but thank you so much for coming. We really, really honor the work you're doing. I appreciate it so much. And guys, there's a tweet I saw some days back, and it was talking about different business conglomerates, and it was trying to analyze the thing. I said it's going to bring for us. I said I'm looking forward to that lesson. Okay, so just download your DABA app. A free course by Temitope on business, okay, is coming. Business concepts. It's going to break it down here. So he's coming back again to DABA Studios. He's going to break down several business concepts for us, and the course will be free. Of course, follow him on Twitter, okay? His handle is showing on the screen. Follow him on Twitter, okay? If you have questions, put it down on the YouTube channel, on our comment sections. We'll get to him. And of course, via his Twitter page, he will provide answers for that. And make sure you're following all we're doing at DABA. Make sure you're subscribed. Remember to share this video with someone. We're using this platform, DABA TV, to strictly online education. We want to inspire the next Jeff Bezos. We want to inspire the next Elon Musk. We want to inspire the next Bill Gates. We want to inspire the next E in the tech ecosystem. So be ready. Share with your friends. Tell people about what we do at DABA TV. And of course, we're changing the narrative of what we're doing here. Till I come your way next time, next week, same station on DABA TV. Keep succeeding and all the best in your endeavors. Chris Ani right here. I'm signing out too.